Hello, everyone. Okie doke. So, I'm in Seoul, South Korea, and you can laugh at me. I thought about doing these videos like in a professional looking office space and with maybe like some notes or a grease board or whatever. But I don't want to do it that way because this topic is best had in conversation with people, especially people who we respect and we care about. So, and those who respect us. So, I'm no. I am amazingly well dodging jet lag. I am so thrilled and happy. There's a spa called Spa Lei, like Lei, Hawaiian Lei. And it's here in the heart of Seoul. And let's just say it's a really great way to arrive on the other side of the Pacific Ocean. So here you have it. I have very curly hair because I've spent the last 18 hours in a spa, and it's been washed, conditioned, and has dried itself about 3 times. This is what my hair does when it's super moist. It goes curly. So today is number 1 of the series, and I really hope that you will share this with other people and encourage them to subscribe. It might look casual, but you're going to get some really good information here that can really help you navigate this minefield that the topic of vaccine medicine has become. So, before I serve you some bari bibimbap, which is Korean for barley bibimbap, I'm going to give you some banchan. And banchan is sort of Korean for side dishes. Although in Korea, they put out 12 little tiny dishes of amazing cute things with your main meal. So I'm going to give you a little bit of banchan first. And that's because I want you to understand what it used to be like. Whoa, there's a hole my chair just fell into. Okay, so imagine it's 1999. Prince, we're going to party like it's 1999. There you go. Okay, so we're going to give birth and have babies like it's 1999. And when my son was an infant, what was really normal was that all of the mothers talked to all the other moms about everything imaginable. Home birth or hospital birth, or would you go to a birthing center? Are you going to co-sleep, put your baby in another room, or have them sleep in a little bassinet next to the bed? Would you use a pacifier? Would you not use a pacifier? Would you use a nipple shield or not use a nipple shield? All questions breastfeeding. Are you going to, let them keep their foreskin if they're a boy the way they were born? Or are you going to have them circumcised? On and on and on. And these are questions that when I was pregnant and giving birth and mothering, were playtime, beach, playground, mom group conversations, including vaccine medicine. Are you going to vaccinate? If so, which vaccines are you going to do? Are you going to do them on the schedule? Are you going to delay them? Are you going to skip some? Are there any that you want your child to develop immunity to naturally? Childhood illnesses are childhood illnesses for a reason. They build the immune system and they prepare us for the future, so on and so forth. About 10 years later, there was an outbreak of pertussis in California, and there were, I think, about 10 babies that died. And that outbreak was used as an excuse to generate something that I will talk about later because it is so painful to talk about and so complex. And I want to get it right. But suffice to say, about 10 years later, I was mentoring moms who were pulling me aside into, like a dark alley to have a quick little conversation while looking over their shoulders because they couldn't talk to their doctors or anybody else about their vaccine decisions for their children without the risk of being yelled at or just treated really badly. There was a move to weaponize mothers, and there was a push to get moms who wanted to do all of the vaccines on the schedule to see themselves as being the necessary voice to save the world from childhood illnesses. You have to speak up, and you have to put pressure with no training, no skills, and no respect on your fellow parents. And so play groups, mom groups lost the ability to talk about vaccine medicine. In one fell swoop, it took about 2 years, and it became a verboten topic. Don't bring it up. If you did, the mom who had been weaponized would harangue the entire group, and everyone would very quietly wait for her to stop. So it became the forbidden topic. Okay. The reason I bring that up is because this is the body bibimbap part of this video. This is your homework, actually. This is the number one thing you need to sort of figure out to begin your journey of making medical decisions, which includes vaccine decisions for your children and potentially for yourself. Oh, there goes the light. I wonder if it's a motion sensor. Oh, well, you can still see me a little bit, I think. I'm going to try to move where there's a light. Or find a button. Adventures in travel. Oh, all the lights went off. You know why? It's because it's dawn. I'd actually wanted to do this in the dawn light, so that I would do it like that. Okie doke. So, here's your homework. When it comes to making decisions, and in this case about medical stuff, are you a delegator? Are you a simplifier? Or are you a questioner? Now, here's what this means. Because the cool thing is that we do all of these things all the time, and there's nothing wrong with them. So what I really need you to understand is that how you choose to go about making decisions for your children and yourself regarding vaccine medicine is how you are going to do it. It's a personality type, and it's a choice. It's both. I'll give you an example. I am a delegator when it comes to plumbing and electrical work and getting the roof done on my house. I call up, I find someone that I trust, I look around, I go, oh, I live in a small community, I can ask people their opinion about so-and-so. I find an electrician I trust, I got a guy who does my roof, I got the guy I call when I have a plumbing issue. And then when they show up, I show a lot of respect to them, and I go, hey, I am paying for your time and your expertise. Please come and figure this out and tell me what you think I should do. I don't want to learn about plumbing and electrical work and roofing. I have plenty on my plate already in my life, and I really want to delegate to you as the authorities, right? Okay, so I'm a delegator when it comes to that. What's a simplifier? What am I a simplifier on? Okay, I'm a simplifier when it comes to chemicals on my land. So you'll find that I have a property that I've had for 20 years. If you've been watching me for a while, you've seen some videos. If not, if this is your first video with me, go check my Substacks. And I say that it has no sides on it. That's CIDES. There are no pesticides, no herbicides, no fungicides, no insecticides. There are no sides that I use on my property, because all of those are deleterious to my health, the health of the insects, the animals, and the environment, the water. So I am a simplifier. I just decided I'm going to plant trees that are supposed to work well in my environment, And if they are vulnerable to something and need a lot of help to survive, then they're going to die. I've got a peach tree and an apricot tree. They both died. I don't grow peaches and apricots. I know that the pear is going to get that little rust on it. I go out and I pick the leaves off every year. I get a little curly on my Asian pear, and I go out, just did it yesterday before flying to Korea. I picked off every single leaf with my friend and my son that had the curl on it. So, but I'm not going to be out there spraying 3 times a year. I'm a simplifier on that issue, okay? So I'm a simplifier, I'm a delegator, and I'm a questioner. A questioner is someone who says, oh, this decision is so important, I'm not going to delegate it to someone else. I'm going to do the research, I'm going to continually learn, and I'm going to come up with the decision on my own, even if one decision might differ from another. So I'm not like a simplifier. I have variation in my decisions. And also, I might make a decision that goes against the advice of some people who are viewed as experts by society, but that's okay, because I'm not delegating to an expert. I am holding responsibility for the decision and the outcome. So, in your life, you are these 3 things. Just take some time over the next week, the next few days. I want you, your homework is to figure out, what do I simplify on? What do I delegate on? And what am I a questioner on? These are those things where you just can't help but want to know why you're doing it. And you very carefully, I'm trying to make sure there's nobody naked around me, but I want to make sure that I give privacy to someone who just came out on the porch. Okay. I'm actually in the smoking section, believe it or not. Okay, so I don't smoke. It just happens to be where the light was earlier. Here, I'll do it this way. Look at the beautiful trees and the skyline in the background. And there we go, no human. Okay, so this is your homework. And the reason is because how you choose to make your decisions with regard to vaccine medicine is going to be either one of these 3 things or a blend of all 3. But the most important thing for you to grasp and fully take home today as step 1 of this process is that know thyself and become powerful. Know thyself, become self-aware. Know thyself, and your own decisions will make sense to you. You'll see on number 2 of this series, which is coming up later in the week. I'm going to lean into this a little bit, and you're going to get some homework again. So this is your homework. I don't want to bring any more information to you until you've had time to chew on this, think about it, and come up with your best current understanding of how you make decisions with regard to vaccine medicine and other things. So just, have fun with that. And now, oh my gosh, I am feeling great. It's 5 a.m. I've slept a ton. I definitely am not dealing with jet lag. I recommend to anyone who comes to Seoul to make your first stop be Spa Lay. It's awesome. It's perfect. If you're a woman, I'm sorry, women only. Lots of naked ladies running around, and lots of soaking and lots of steam rooms and just everything you possibly want. And up here on the top level is where the restaurant is. Oh, I do recommend the Bari Bibimbap. Bari Bibimbap. The way they cook the barley blew my mind. Like jaha. Just there's no flavoring in it. It's just the texture. I need to learn how they cook their barley, and I need to go home and cook my barley that way. Oh. Okay, alrighty everyone. Figure it out. Play around with the ideas, and I'll see you in a few days.